Right.
It's whatever they think. So I can't say anything on there.
The reputation here, offensive line wise, you guys are going late now. You're gonna have a couple more going. What's that mean to you as a guy and part of it right now as you're living that?
Getting all the reps. I personally love the reps. Like, I love getting every rep possible. I feel like it gives me the best opportunity to get mental reps and the physical reps. So that way I can focus on situations that are important, like the end of half, end of game, like what we do at the end of practice, to focus on the last 2 minutes of the game. It's really important for me to work on that stuff and to have those reps when I'm tired from all those other reps, to be able to keep my mental focus and being able to communicate and know what's going on in situational football.
How comfortable are you being one of the older guys in the rooms?
I feel comfortable. I've had a lot of guys to look up to. I've had guys in the NFL. I've had like Velo, Paucho, Kramer. I've had hopefully Isaiah and Pearl. Like, I've had a lot of guys that are very talented with a bunch of different skill sets. I have had guys that are similar to me. I've seen guys that are stronger. I've seen how they played and how they do their play, and just being here, seeing all that as I developed here, I think that really helped my play.
What's the biggest thing you've learned from all those guys you mentioned before they've gone to the NFL?
The biggest thing that I've learned is, I'd say, learning to play to my strengths and learning how to also play with the people around me and learning how they play and their type of play. Someone that might come off the ball a little faster versus someone that's going to make sure they get the right block versus, a little more aggression, knowing how to play with them. I think that's the big thing.
And you kind of got significant snaps last year. What did you learn throughout that year and through those games about yourself as a player?
I learned how important situational football is, how important it is to know what's going on at every play, know how I'm going to handle each situation before it happens, know what's a possibility, knowing what to expect, like in just general football knowledge, what the defense is going to try to accomplish. I think that's the main thing that I learned from last year.
How much more comfortable do you feel that now after having that full season under your belt?
Do I feel more comfortable?
Yeah, I guess
I feel really comfortable now. I've had now over a year in the offense. I've had over a year of playing in it in games now. So now I feel way more comfortable knowing like certain tendencies. I know exactly what the coaches want. I know how I'm going to handle stuff, and I feel like we're able to mix up stuff a lot more now. So
I know you had played a lot on special teams periods, but what's that difference like when you're kind of thrown in the way that you? I mean, obviously you won the battle in preseason, but what's that kind of like when you get shifted into that new role? What's the biggest difference?
Being tough, smart, dependable every play, knowing what you're doing, being the same guy at every position, not going from the right side of the line to the left side and then being a completely different type of player. Like being the same exact player every day, living your routine, doing the same thing, take the same steps, make sure you get the right hand position every time, know how you're going to fix what you're doing, know how you're going to learn from others' mistakes as well.
I know Cruz was kind of going through a similar thing. Did you guys talk through that last year, playing?
Yeah.
More?
Me and Cruz, we work out a lot. Like when we're working on the 8 weeks, our 8 weeks training cycle, we work out together. We build that communication. We build that bond. So that way we're able to just talking to him. So I'm talking to a stranger out there. So hey, I'm talking to my buddy out there. I'm talking to a guy that I'm able to communicate every day with. I'm able to easily understand what he's saying. He's able to understand kind of my mindset, and I'm able to understand his and what we want to accomplish every day.
Are those just you and him? What are those?
No. So the entire old line kind of works together. We work together in everything we do. We have like fellowship dinners. We have stuff like that we go to. So that works on us being able to communicate with one another. Like me and just like in particular, me and JC, we work out a lot too, just because we're on the left side together. We like to build that bond. And we like to push one another in everything that we do. And if we ever have any questions or anything like that, it's easy just to ask each other versus being like, I don't know what I'm doing. So we're able to communicate very well up front, and we're able to make adjustments based off of that.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Josh, you probably already was asked this, but what do those incoming transfers like JC and Wigington, what do they add to your position group?
I think that they add a lot of talent. They add a lot of, some of them had depth, but they add a lot of strength. They add some game time playing because they played at their previous schools. They have a little bit more quicker understanding than maybe a freshman coming in of like grasping the playbook, knowing what they're doing. They know how the speed of the game goes. But overall, like I can only tell you what I've seen, and I can't speak for them, so I can just tell you that I can see though that they're working hard every day to get better.
You lost some veteran starters, Isaiah Adams, Julian Pearl. Is it going to take a while for this new group to gel and kind of be on the same page, you think?
Those guys were here with me since early on. Pearl was here from the beginning. Isaiah was here early with me. So like, it's obvious I'm working on building that relationship. I feel like the relationship is getting there very quickly, but it's just building that relationship after these 5 weeks. I feel like how we are right now at the start of week 3, we're building great communication, and we've done it throughout the off season with all the film meetings that we do on our own and all the stuff that we're willing to put in the extra time. We're gelling very well, I think.